today I'm going to talk about first impressions. I want to talk about why they're so important and how you can make a killer first impression that will get you the results with the opposite sex that, quite frankly, you deserve. Now, you only get one chance in all areas of life to make a first impression, yet in the dating world, it's a lot more superficial, it's a lot more loaded with pressure. And I'm sure you've heard the cliche that first impressions don't lie. Now, when it comes to the superficial world of dating, that is absolutely not true. First impressions can and do lie. And it's one of the reasons that you could be missing out on meeting some really great people due to a poor first impression. Now, I've worked for over a decade running events as well as being a coach. What I find really interesting is being able to be a fly on the wall and see from, see from the outside and seeing, sometimes great people making poor impressions because they're really nervous. Now, I don't know about you. When I know I'm being judged, I don't always come across as good as when I'm just relaxed and myself. And this is really especially true for so many singles. Now, for a lot of people, it feels like they're going on a continual round of job interviews. And job interviews don't bring the best out in you. Have you ever gone to a job interview where you've got the panel of three people and they're all writing notes as they're talking to you? It really is intimidating. And dates feel that way for people. Even going and meeting a new group of people, to know that they're really assessing you, they're listening to your answers, they're focusing on what might not work in their lives. They've got their list of questions. Now, particularly for those people that have come out of a failed relationship and felt judged by someone they loved, they don't want to feel that way when they meet you. It doesn't give them a good first impression of you when you're sitting as judge and jury on them. It doesn't make dating fun. It doesn't bring out the best. When you're going to be judged, it makes you nervous. So people could have a whole range of reactions. I see the people who try too hard. And when you try too hard, it repels people. I see the people that shut down and don't try at all. I see the people that talk too much. There's a whole range of responses to the nerves that end up not working and getting the results when they're meeting someone of the opposite sex. Now, as a coach for men and women, what both men and women tell me is they don't want to hurt anyone. They don't want to lead them on, and they don't want to waste anyone's time, right? Which makes it even more loaded. You don't want to waste someone's time, you don't want to hurt someone, so you're making instant snap decisions. Now, traditionally, people have met and form relationships with people where they've got to know them over a period of time. So they didn't have to make instant judgments. Like a lot of relationships will come from the workplace because it's not loaded with judgment. You get to know people, or through church groups, or at university or school. People marry their childhood sweetheart because they've got a chance to know how that person reacts, what they're like. They've seen the whole range of who that person is, and they're not assessing them on one meeting and one judgment. Now, what people tend to do is they want to feel that instant attraction when they meet someone, and if they don't feel that, they keep looking. Now, the other interesting thing to note is only 11% of people feel instant attraction when they're in happy relationships. 89% do not. So you can see why there'll be a disconnect. You're not going to get to know someone that quickly. You're not even going to know if you like them, because often they're just not being themselves, right? And it's too much of an instant decision. So bear in mind that you need to get to know people. So many couples I've talked to said they didn't like the person when they first met them, yet they've gone on to have a 20, 30-year relationship where they've been very happy. So number one, I want you to stop making those instant snap decisions. The next thing is, how can you make a better first impression? Well, again, it's about being relaxed when you meet someone. So if you only have ever gone to one job interview, it's going to be really hard to perform and get the results you want. But the more practice you do, the better you become. Same with dating. Although the flip side could be if I kept going to interviews doing the same things that didn't work and didn't get me the job, if I kept doing them, it really is foolish, right? The same can happen with dating. If you're going into them all acting the same way where you're not getting results, it's time to change what you do. And as a dating relationship coach, I work with people so they can get the results because they often can't see what they're doing that's not working. Now, back in the good old days, right, that everyone longs for with the romance, people used to flirt. And flirting was just, the art of flirting is quite a wonderful thing. But when I mention flirting to people nowadays, it makes them uncomfortable. It's something that they don't want to do, and there's a number of reasons that they don't want to do it. So the dictionary definition of flirting is to behave as if sexually attracted to someone without any intent. Now, women feel uncomfortable doing that because they don't want to lead a guy on. Guys don't want to do that because they also don't want to lead the girl on. So we've kind of lost this wonderful, playful energy of flirting because we don't want to give the wrong idea. I do find a lot of women go into dating nights or dates very shut down and very non-friendly because they don't want to give someone the wrong impression, because when they've done that in the past, it caused them a lot of grief. Now, the reality is most men don't know the difference between friendly and flirting. And so women will often, they've been friendly and they've got a lot of grief from a guy who's got angry at them. And there is a bit of a phenomenon going on at the moment, which is rejection rage that's happening online. So, when someone is rejected, the anger that's directed to the other person is not pleasant. So people don't want to lead anyone on. But I want to say, when was being friendly leading someone on and giving them the wrong impression? So maybe we lose the notion of flirting, but we bring back friendly, playful energy. Now, you don't want dating to feel like a job. And when you're going in making these instant decisions with your long lists, it's not fun. It's not fun for the person you're dating. It's not fun for you. And you're not getting the best out of the person you're on the date, and they're not seeing the wonderful person you are. So, how do you create a really good first impression? Through warmth and being friendly. Smiling is a universal language that will instantly create a different impression. Now, for this particular chat today, I'm doing it on YouTube and I'm doing it on a podcast. If you want to watch at the moment, I will show you the difference. And I see this all the time with people who are shut down, not wanting to give the wrong impression or lead people on, or, they want to be friendly only to the people who they might be interested in. Problem is, if you're in an event, people are watching you, and if they see that you're unfriendly, it's not giving that best first impression, because people are watching you even when you don't know that they're watching you. So I see a lot of women come into an event or go into a date and they don't smile. They have closed body language, and it's really off-putting when you talk to them. So if you're watching, I'll show you an example. So if you came up to talk to me and I don't smile, maybe I'll look away. I'm really cold and shut down. Now, when you see me like that, it doesn't feel pleasant. Yet if you came up to me and go, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm great. It's really nice to meet you tonight." If you're watching, you can see the difference in that. Either I'm this or I'm this. Like it is so easy to be warm and to be friendly, even to the people you're not interested in. It puts the other person at ease and it creates a better first impression. And it's so simple for you to change the results that you get. By being warm and friendly and smiling, that's not leading anyone on. In fact, it's creating a powerful first impression that will get you totally different results. Now, the more you can be comfortable being yourself and smiling and being warm and friendly, you're going to be attractive to the people you meet because you're not trying to prove anything. You're not trying too hard. You're not overly quiet. You're not talking too much. It is such a powerful difference. Being myself, being warm and friendly, I will get the best, will give out the best impression. And again, I'll have wonderful interactions with other people. Now, when we talk about this whole wasting time and not wanting to hurt anyone, I want to add in here that it's such an unusual approach that we take in this area of our life. Now, I have a really diverse group of friends, and I love all of them, and all of them in a different way. But I don't go every time I'm meeting new people going, will you be my only friend for the rest of my life? Are you going to meet every need? Are you going to be everything I need you to be? Are you going to get the wrong impression if I'm friendly? No, we don't. We just come across as ourselves. We get to know people without too much pressure. Yet in the dating world, going in thinking, I don't want to waste time. The next person I meet has got to be the person I'm going to be with, or they're going to be the person I'm married, they're going to be my boyfriend, they're going to be my girlfriend. It's a lot of pressure to put on one interaction that doesn't bring the best out in you or the other person. Whereas the warm, friendly energy, which was the good old-fashioned flirting. So I want to challenge you to come away from this and be warm and be friendly and be kind. Kind is the new black. Choose to wear a smile. It instantly makes everyone more attractive. And people want to talk to those people. Now, I've found, right, say at the end of an event, you'll look at the results of the people that maybe have come speed dating. Who's the most popular? And it's surprising. It's not always the best looking. It's the person that's warm and friendly and can have a great conversation. So I want you to practice doing that and allow people the time to get to know them. And don't get angry when someone says you're not their cup of tea as well. Because what I want to say is, look, I can be warm and friendly to a lot of people, but the people who I would choose to be in a relationship is not as wide because it's quite an undefined thing. But the only way that we're going to get to know that is by taking the time to really get to know who people are, because that first impression does lie. And like I said, it's for the reasons that people aren't being themselves. They're being awkward, they're not being warm and friendly. So I want to give you the warm, friendly smile challenge and see if you're going to get some different results in this space. And being warm and friendly is not leading you on. And we all want to be around warm and friendly people, don't we? So I challenge you to come away from this chat today and practice being that. My name's Debbie Rivers. I'm a relationship coach. Thanks for your time. And if you've enjoyed either watching the YouTube video, please subscribe or leave a review. If you've enjoyed the podcast, subscribe, leave a review, give me the thumbs up. That would be an amazing gift from you to me. And look, again, my passion, right, is to help you have the best possible life that you can. And it covers everything. It's not just your relationships, it's living your best possible life. Why not book in a free discovery call? You get to have a chat with me and you've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Anyway, have a lovely day. Thanks for your time. Okay, I can't turn the video.